3, 2, 1. Tetris. That was the wrong button. There you go. He's pinning Tetris. Perfect. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, yes, Myles and Rahmations on the left side. We've got Myles the Great, now known as Myles, qualifying into seed number 4 this month with a 1.645 million points, a PB of 8.06 million, good for 6 on the leaderboard, and one of the elite players in the game, having crashed the game. So one of the few players to crash the game. I thought there'd be more game crashers by now. There's only like 10 game crashers. I thought there'd be like 30. But there's only like 10 now. 70,000 for Myles, 114 Rahmations as we get underway in game number 1. Myles has been in the finals of CTM major tournaments 3 times, most recently in July at the Lone Star Championship against Blue Scooty, also in March 2023 and December 2021. Hasn't won one yet. Also has 5 other semifinals appearances. Was the winner of the Desert Qualifier 2022, second at this year's Waco Heart of Texas Qualifier, and has finished as high as in the top 8 in the Classic Tetris World Championship. World Championship did so this year. Rahmations qualifying into seed 12 with a 1.445 million. Has a 6.52 million PB, good for 10th on the leaderboard. Has yet to make a semifinals in Classic Tetris Monthly. Has a shot to do it right now. Participated in his first live event this year, and that was the CTWC World Championship in Pasadena. Of course, that's the one that I missed, so I missed a very rare interaction with Rahmations. Both players out of the United States of America. And boy, it's so united. As we approach Election Day, you can really feel how united we are. 261 for Rahmations, 283 for Myles. Tetris Myles 306. There's one for Rahmations. Myles took out Laser Monkey, aka Philip, in round 1. Rahmations defeating Fractal 3-1 to get here to the top 8. Long bar Tetris Myles 399. Rahmations gets a long bar, uses it to uncover the well, and gets another bar for a Tetris. 422 Myles 381. Rahmations. Of course, Myles, the really the classic Tetris's viral social media star. You can find him variously online as like Myles the Great, Myles TG. Just look for Myles Tetris and you'll probably find him. 469 Myles, 452 for Rahmations. Rahmations has no known social media footprint, so I have no idea where to find Rahmations on social media. Tetris Rahmations 498, 516 for Myles. Myles gets the Tetris 538. Rahmations on Twitch. Yes, Rahmations on Twitch. Ava's Live says, I love Rahmations. Tetris Rahmations 543. And there's one for Myles. So just about 10 lines to go till that 19 transition on 18. Pieces fall about 1 second from top all the way to the bottom. Soon it'll be every 2/3 of a second. So 2/3 of a second top to bottom. So a little bit faster. Tetris is on level 19 worth 24,000. Will increase 1,200 points every successive level. So by the time we get to 29, they'll be worth 36,000. And huge transitions for these boys right here. 662 Myles and now 709 Rahmations. Both players with you know, substantially over 600K transitions. And Tetris Rahmations motoring right along. Myles going to skim the cover on the well. And we're getting a little bit droughted. I don't know if it's trout time or not, but we're getting a little droughted. And this is more than a little droughted. There finally a long bar for Myles. 769 Rahmations, 708 Myles. Myles gets a Tetris. There's one Rahmations. So that is going to slow down their pace quite a bit. All right, that left side for Rahmations wasn't exactly what he wanted to do, but trying to keep it open here, trying to keep it low enough to deal with. Both players rolling here so they can access the board pretty high on that left if they need to. Rahmations board starting to climb and has a bunch of gaps in it. Myles has, you know, gaps too, but a little more neatly arranged. All right, Rahmations trying to bring this down. Still digging here. 813. Need something for that left. Myles here back by about... Oh, no. Rahmations board climbing now. He's built out that left a bit, though. So now he's going to go to right work. He's going to go to work working on the right side now. All right. Looks like he's going to bring it down. So, oh, no. And going to miss with that J piece. It's going to slow him down a little bit. Not too much. He's going to miss again with a J piece, and so the kind of misdrops pretty tough for Rahmations to deal with, and he's going to top out at 833. The target is 834 for Myles. A Tetris gets him to 837, and Myles is good in game number one, so you can see Rahmations is frustrated, of course, with those misdrops. Like, as soon as you get out of a dig and all of a sudden misdrop again to put yourself right back in it, that is frustrating. Myles is going to take game number one. Myles and Rahmations, game number 2 here in round 2, 3-1 Tetris. All right, their initial placement of that L and O were completely different. All right, that left side for Rahmations already kind of in a pickle. So, all right, he's just going to have to figure out what to do here early on. And it can be frustrating when you get these misdrops early. It does put yourself sort of behind the 8 ball a little bit, but lots of Tetris to be played. So, you know, you just got to steel yourself and kind of dig in and say, okay, I'll just do what I can here, stay alive, and live to fight another day. All right, Rahmations out of this one. He's dug back down to the bottom. He's going to look for his first Tetris. Myles gets one down the center, 78,000. Yeah, but it would be, I mean, you don't see a lot of players pushing down in Masters nowadays because rolling is just not, like, if you're going to be rolling on 18, then you're probably not pushing down. I mean, people sometimes do it, sometimes for the memes, but it's hard to do. I mean, you can do it, but there's no... I see Myles pushing down here now just to make a point, saying, yeah, I can do it, no problem. I'm Myles. But there's really no, I mean, it doesn't really, it's almost entirely inconsequential in terms of the results of the game, and it doesn't really add anything, and it complicates your control of the pieces and rolling, and it's just kind of unnecessary. You know, in a game where you're scoring like 1.8 million points, the 3,000 points that you're going to get, probably not worth complicating everything. Myles 221, Rahmations 159, gets a Tetris 182. So after all that kind of gnarly beginning, Rahmations only back by about 2.5 Tetrises. All right, Rahmations with a push down point now. See, these players should not be listening to anything I'm saying. It cannot help them to pay attention to anything I'm saying other than, like, oh, their opponent topped out, here's the Chasedown amount. It's pretty much all they should be listening for. Other than that, they really should not be listening. All right, Tetris Myles 359, 275 Rahmations. I guess score checks are helpful. Tetris Rahmations 323, Myles 382. There's about 60,000 points, so a little less still than 3 Tetrises. So still pretty, close, especially given the start the player on our right had. All right, Tetris for each. I don't know what's happening in chat at all. I don't know. All of a sudden they're talking about vowels. I don't get it. Rahmations here with that placement of that S. That would have been a Buko spin setup. Decides to throw the other one in there and just kind of bridge across. Set up a few burns here. It's not going to mess around. Going to do some crazy Buko nonsense. Just say no to Buko. Do the coward spin. 565. There's no shame in the coward spin, okay? 587 Myles. He gets a Tetris 610. So another 600K transition in the offing for Myles. Rahmations at 491. All right, Rahmations could try to get another one here. Myles is in at 657. Rahmations is going to spin his way into 19. He's at 539. He's set up for a Tetris. Myles right now with about 116,000 point lead. Same line count. All right, Myles left side. He's got that weird kind of T-spin set up there. Just trying to build out that left side. And while, he could certainly do one of those epic Myles digs, you don't want to have to do that. You just want simple, drama-free Tetris. No Myles dig in comp. And here's Rahmations looking to do his own Myles dig right here. Okay. Useful long bar here. Oh, no! Okay, Rahmations going to open up that right. Ends up covering again, but at least he's brought it back down. All right, he's trying to bring it down here. Myles, meanwhile, Tetrising 831. The dig for Rahmations continues. Myles looking for a bar for a Tetris. Rahmations with a couple of triples there to bring this down. That stack has been cleaned up substantially. Just a few more pieces to go. Myles with a Tetris 893. Rahmations uncovers that right side. And he will survive the dig and get a Tetris here. 696. Myles ahead by about 230,000 points. There's another Tetris Rahmations 729 here on 25. Myles with a 929 on 25. That is some pace right there. Back in the old days of Tetris, you were not allowed to say pace in chat. People would jump on you, but now it's okay. We're over it now. People would cancel you pretty hard for saying pace, but pace cancel culture in 2024 is dead. Myles has got the max out. He's on level 26. Tetris Rahmations 895. Another Tetris Myles A94 on 27. There's a Tetris Rahmations 932 into 28. Another Tetris Rahmations 967. Could potentially get two more and a max into 29. But he's going to take the safe burn here. And there's the Tetris Rahmations. He's got the max going into 29 at A07. All right, Myles board getting up a little bit high here at 7 lines to go till 29. There's a Tetris. Two more, just going to take the Tetris. Board is low. Got a little covered gap there, but should burn away pretty easily. C41 Myles, A28 Rahmations. About 185,000 point difference. Sorry, I can talk. All right, pieces here dropping top to bottom in a third of a second. Myles board, very complicated here, trying to clean it up. And Rahmations, oh no, Rahmations going to top out at A44. Had a Tetris set up and then ended up creating gaps in the middle there, and I'm not sure if he just kind of missed some taps there, but that is going to be a top out for Rahmations. Myles is good in game number 2. Obviously, Rahmations has got that, post-29 playability with that 6.52 million PB, but just couldn't get it together in that game. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Myles up 2 games to none over Rahmations here, looking to punch his ticket to the semifinals for the ninth time in his career, Myles. Rahmations going to have to win this one to stay in. He's looking to get his first ever semifinals, but he's going to have to win 3 in a row here. All right, good adjustment there for Rahmations on that left side with that J piece to make room for the long bar. All right, don't let AS Dreher bet on you. I think that's the lesson. All right, spinning a Tetris Rahmations. 95,000. 138 for Myles. All right, Rahmations here with a Tetris. Going to take a skimmer over on that right side. Myles has a couple of rows of garbage over that well. Trying to clear that away. Rahmations 190 now. All right, another Tetris. Rahmations, another one. Myles. 232 through 46 for Myles. This is very few burns so far for Myles. Is that like 2 burns? 6? I forget how the paces work. I shouldn't say it out loud though, because players would be like, "Oh man, I better stop burning." Hey everybody, it's your old pal, Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. 290 for Rahmations, 349 for Myles. Tetris Myles 374. There's one Rahmations 315 through 75. Oh yeah, everyone's doing me a favor. There are all those favors that are being done for me. Oh man, I'm constantly having to, do favors back to people from all those favors. I gotta ask for different favors, 368 for Rahmations, Tetris 391, 452. Does Dan keep the music for that part? I don't think so. I think for people who don't watch the streams, like Dan, Dan changes the music, right? So I record this with separate commentary track and then, music track. That way, when Dan does the edits, like it doesn't cut to different parts of the music, because that would be weird. So he just then puts another, a continuous music track beneath it. But he doesn't always make sure that this song is, during the say the line part. So it's probably utterly inexplicable to people why I'm doing it then. Like it probably makes zero sense to them. 482 for Rahmations, long bar down Tetris, 545 Myles. There's a Tetris for both. Myles ahead by 40,000 points. All right, Tetris, Myles. He's going to transition in with another 600K post. 662 for Myles now after Tetris. 600, not post, but I'm sorry, transition. Sorry. A 600K transition is what I meant to say. Before Pines Cutely and Mr. Brain come at me. All right, Rahmations trying to bring this down. Uncovered, gets a long bar down Tetris. T-spin Rahmations and a Tetris 659. My God, what is happening to my brain right now? All right, there's a Tetris. Rahmations is at 689. Myles is at 753. Those are the actual score of your players. Tetris for both. Myles still with about that 63,000 point lead. All right, Tetris Rahmations 774. Lines are pretty close, and Rahmations back by about a Tetris. All right, long bar Tetris Rahmations 803. There's Tetris Myles 872. Another one, Rahmations. Another one, Myles. Level 24. Right, Rahmations. I mean, Myles has some to fill in there. Needs a bar or something. All right, he's trying to get something in that column 8 well. So 5 deep channel there. A bar would be great, but just can't seem to get one timed. He's trying to keep that open. Gets a bar in there for a dirty Tetris column 8. 946 Myles, 930 for Rahmations. So it's super close here. We're just about 30 lines away from that 29 transition now. Tetris, Rahmations, 996, 980 for Myles. Rahmations has the max out and the lead. He's ahead by 3 lines, but also ahead by 17,000 points. Gonna stand up that long bar. I just would like a quick long bar and forget that ever happened. All right, there's the bar in and the dirty Tetris for Rahmations. He's like, yeah, I meant to do that. That is what I meant to do. And another dirty Tetris for Rahmations and a perfect well transfer. Well, now we'll end up having to burn a couple on his way. He's got a 1.1 though as he heads into 28, and so does Myles. All right, a couple of triples, and now a Tetris for Rahmations. B53 into 29 and a B60 for Myles. So 1.1 transitions for both of these players. And oh no, Rahmations going to top out here at B58. Myles is good in game number 3. He's going to take this match in his sweep and punch his ticket into the semifinals. GG's to Rahmations. Maybe had some controller difficulty there. Looked pretty good in that third game, though. But just couldn't find the handle as he approached or got into level 29. So GG's Rahmations. Hope to see you again, buddy. All right, so there's Myles, your winner. Yeah, he's not gonna mull it out. He's forget it. I gotta go. There's the neck of a winner. All right, there he is, Myles, the winner. There's that big winning player. He's so big and he's winning. Amazing. Dangler versus Myles. Meme versus Scooty, which is bonkers. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. Join our Discord server, the largest classic Tetris community online, at ctm.gg/discord, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.